to 45 miles per hour as we head into your Sunday. So all those factors together certainly making for a messy day and a messy start to tomorrow too. Here's what we're looking at on satellite and radar, and you can see all the green on there. That's your heavy rain. Some of the pink up in the Worcester Hills here and in the Berkshires as well indicates areas where there has been some freezing rain and ice. Now, if you're in southern New Hampshire or farther north, you've been seeing snow for much of today, and in the mountains and farther north, there will continue to be snow. Some of those ski resort areas may see as much as 1 to 2 feet, whereas we see the heavy rain out here. Today, we're seeing temperatures eventually return to the 40s across much of the area, 50s in southeastern Mass, and that's why I'm not concerned about wintry weather down there. But you'll see high temperatures. They get just high enough in the hills to make it into that total rain transition as we head through this afternoon. But again, tonight temperatures will drop a little bit more, and we'll be talking about the return of some snow before this is all over. So I'll show you this on Futurecast, and here we're looking at 4 o'clock. There we have rain now across the entire area by 4. Could still be some mixing north of Manchester, though I do believe here, based on the latest data that's just come in, we're not going to see rain in the hills even after about 4 or 5 o'clock. It'll be just a quick transition to snow at the end of this. Meanwhile, all this heavy rain, it's really going to move through in the about 7 to 9 o'clock time frame. I say about because it'll be closer to 7 here if you're in central Mass, 9 on the eastern part of the state. And as I mentioned a moment ago, there's some of that snow on the backside of this too. So don't be surprised if roads get a bit slick again, especially if you're in the hills or in southern New Hampshire once we get to the evening. But until then, we should be all right, assuming that you're now seeing rainfall where you are and you're not seeing any more of that mixing, which again is just in southern New Hampshire at this hour. A lot of this heavy rain, by the way, will also cause problems in the eastern part of the state because we've already seen a good rainfall today. At this point, we'll already have seen about 2 inches, if not more. And as it falls heavily, this will not just add to more water on the roadways and perhaps overflow some of those small creeks and brooks, but we're also going to be talking about the limiting visibility with that heavy rain falling. So if you're going anywhere this evening, please be careful out there. Those roads are not going to be great. Here we are at 11 o'clock, though. This is everything moving out. Could be some showers on the Cape still, but at this point, you just have this cold northerly wind coming in, and by the time we get to Sunday, there are those clear skies. So not a lot to worry about after we can get through this portion of the storm. We'll talk about wind gusts too, and while many of these storms do produce high wind, this one not so much until it wraps up. This is 9 o'clock right here. Notice most areas are gusting below 30, but the Cape and Islands could be getting into some of that stronger wind as we head into those evening hours tonight. And then tomorrow, gusts aren't going to be anything crazy, but we are talking about, like I said, at least 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts, if not up to 45. And we could see gusts up to 50 on the Cape and Islands. So at this point, looking forward, we're seeing a lot of rainfall. We're going to continue to see a lot of rainfall this afternoon. You'll need to be careful on those roads if you're in southern New Hampshire because they still may be slick. For the rest of us, it's just managing the water on the roadways, the limiting of visibility of rain, and we'll be tracking that back end of the storm with the snow all evening long. So you'll want to check back here. You want to check on the Boston 25 weather app. That's going to have live updates for you. If there's alerts, you'll know first. And of course on our website too. And once more, we'll be back here soon with another update.